Now, the fact that a person is stranded in the middle of nowhere and survives seems like something that is only possible in the movies. If you don't believe us, then you're going to be surprised when we show you this top 10 times that people got stranded in the middle of nowhere and survived. But before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. And with this being said, let's begin. Number 10. Clothes to catch fish. Louis Jordan sailed away from South Carolina. His boat was overturned by a huge wave. He rationed the water for 66 days and used his clothes as a net to catch fish. How did he cook the fish? Well, we don't know, but it's a good thing that he survived. Number 9. Ride of Terror. Jose Salvador Alvarenga lost control of his boat and sank in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Feeding on raw birds and drinking his own urine or rainwater, this man is a clear example of survival. Number 8. The one that eats insects. David Laval was able to survive after his car was thrown by another car and fell off a cliff. The 67-year-old man managed to stay alive eating insects, leaves, and water from streams for 6 days. Number 7. Disaster flight. A 17-year-old girl and her mother were stranded in the middle of nowhere when their plane fell into the Amazon jungle after being struck by lightning. The young woman survived in the forest, crossing crocodile-infested streams with some serious injuries. Number 6. Drowned. Kai Kankinen and his friends entered the Plura Cave in Norway, which the entrance was frozen. They decided to make a hole in order to get in. He went back when he noticed his friends had died. He couldn't find the hole they made in the first place, so he had no choice but to fight to break the ice. Number 5. The Ascent of Death. 17 students who visited Cave Creek in New Zealand in 1995 never expected their lives to be in danger when they came closer to a huge chasm's platform. The concrete wasn't strong enough to hold the weight of all these boys, and many fell into the sea. Number 4. Fishing of Terror. An 18-year-old boy managed to get out alive after his boat was stranded in the ocean. Feeding himself on raw fish and drinking rainwater, he waited 26 days until he was rescued. Number 3. Falling into a volcano. After the plane that she was in crashed into a volcano in Panama, Francesca Lewis managed to survive the impact and spent several days in the jungle thanks to the suitcases that fell on her. She was able to actually protect herself from the cold. Number 2. Waiting under the snow. After her Jeep got stuck in the snow, Jane survived the low temperatures for almost 2 weeks. She rationed the water, rice cakes, and bananas she had before being rescued. Number 1. Collapsing Cave. While digging in a cave, Ryan Schertz was trapped under a huge piece of concrete next to his friend. Although they tried to help each other to escape, only Ryan was able to do it. A pretty sad story, don't you think?